You're at work trying to get a job done, but you cannot seem to get a handle on things because you're irritated. Yes, you're gonna have a bad day. Or your friend invites you to a party, but you cannot say no this time because you've done exhausted all your excuses. You end up going to the party and you have a terrible time. Yep, you knew it, you shouldn't have gone.
I can hear your voice.
Hi guys, welcome to YOLO Connects. This is your girl Ray Tamale. Today we're gonna be talking about emotions. As I made these videos, I really hope that you guys really enjoy them and understand the purpose of them, which is understand the processes that happen within us, how we react emotionally, physically, so that we can do a better job at dealing with situations, so we can understand the processes that happen within us and also outside. Today I'll be giving you guys 5 facts about emotions that you might not have known about before. The brain processes information through a phase of elimination. The way our brain physically expresses neurophysical experiences is through emotions. In most cases, emotions are felt through our own predictions of how events will turn out rather than how they actually do turn out. Let's take a scenario for example. Sam is a dad and he is disappointed with his 10-year-old daughter because she failed her math class. Typically, he frowns and asks her why she flunked the class. At the sight of his anger, the 10-year-old daughter starts crying because she feels sad and guilty. Let's take the same scenario of Sam making the angry face, but this time at his wife. Sam is angry and he is trying to convey to her that he's not too happy with the 10-year-old's grades. The same face, but different results. The wife thinks it's funny because the situation is really not that deep, but the daughter is crying because she thinks her father is upset with her and nothing will ever be normal again. So why do we get 2 different responses to the same scenario? It's because basically the brain doesn't really know what's going on. It is only able to perceive patterns of things that have happened before, and it is able to rearrange those patterns in a way that fits the general perception of the subject having those emotions. Emotions are not your enemy. Emotions are basically key systems in our body designed to help us and guide us. Emotions are a guidance system that allow us not to have a bland life. The way we feel, the way we can tell the difference between good and bad, which is of course subjective, is the same way that we know it when we feel emotions such as fear or anger or joy or happiness. Think of it like a GPS. When you use a GPS, for example, it guides you to a certain destination. In the same way, your emotions are supposed to guide you and let you know whether you're going in the right direction, which is you're happy, or you're going in the wrong direction, which basically means that you're sad or angry. So in that way, your emotions guide you and tell you how you're doing emotionally or vibrationally within your body at that particular time. If you're feeling sad, for example, the feeling is not there to consume you or invite you to stay in that momentum forever. It is simply bringing up an awareness of the vibration that you're in. All emotions are subjective and the depth of them is nothing but a mirage that can be disposed of if need be. Those emotions are just there to ask you what's next. When you feel happiness, you want to protect and cultivate that as much as possible so that your brain is more frequently stimulated by that activity. And of course, happy emotions make happy people. Happy emotions make healthier relationships. Emotions can guide your bodily responses. Emotions are circulated in our brains. Feelings are the instant reactions to those emotions, and a continued feeling becomes a mood. A continued mood creates a personality. When you wake up in the morning, for example, your neurons are stimulated by a dominant memory of the day before, or maybe from a distant past. Those memories induce an emotion. So if you wake up hanging on to something really dramatic that happened to you the day before, or if you remember the disastrous day that you had at work yesterday, if as you get out of bed and before you go to work you're still reminiscing on your previous bad day, that emotion by then makes you feel stressed. Adrenaline creates the changes in your body such as decrease in digestion and increase in sweating, increase in pulse and blood pressure. The continued practice of bad feelings, which is stress in this case, is a perfect recipe for disaster because no human can survive on this flight or fight mode forever. Emotions are a survival guide. The continued release of cortisol in your brain, the hormone induced for stress, cannot be sustained by the body for very long. Emotions are there to help you survive in brusque or abrupt situations, but you cannot hold on to bad emotions forever. So change your perspective on a lot of things and you will be able to manage your stress and manage your emotions. that emotions are a mirror of how you treat yourself. The less you're able to manage your emotions, the more people are likely to irritate you and to make you feel bad, even if their intent is not so. If you do not understand that intonation in voices or mimics on the face or anything of that sort have nothing to do with you personally, then you will always be on stress mode, you'll always be on survival mode, and you will always be a knee jerker. So that's it for today. I'll see you guys next time in my next vlog post.